Once I've got the YouTube chat viewer saying it says it'll automatically connect. So let's wait for that to automatically connect and see what happens. So it's December 2020. This has been a strange year. It's been a real doozy of a year, frankly. Let's just make sure that this is streaming. Yeah, okay. So we're there live. So that's fantastic. Right, yeah. Strange 2020. For me in New Zealand, we'll just briefly talk about the COVID stuff because that's sort of relevant, I guess, to most people's lives. But here in New Zealand, we've been incredibly fortunate. We went into a complete lockdown for just over a month, and that was a complete shutdown. All takeaways were shut. You could go to supermarkets with very strict social distancing rules and restrictions on that. Everything shut for about a month. However, that was pretty much it. That was what we called level 4 here in New Zealand, and then we went to level 3 for a few weeks, which was a little bit less restrictive but still quite restrictive. And for the last few months we've been just living our lives normally. We had a little flare-up where we shut down one of our cities slightly. We introduced some restrictions there, but generally things in New Zealand have been incredibly well managed compared to some of the other countries in the world. I mean, I enjoy looking at some of the statistics because I am a statistics person. I enjoy numbers and things, and the sort of numbers that you see from some of the other countries is absolutely crazy. It just boggles my mind. But it's still been weird. I've been very fortunate that my job is considered essential, so I was able to keep working through, able to keep earning some money to put instruments on the table for my family. And but there's a lot of people that haven't had that same good fortune. So let's look at some comments and see things. Jocelyn says, I have a question. What are people from New Zealand called? We are called awesome, is the answer to what we are called. We're also known as New Zealanders. Sometimes colloquially we'll be called Kiwis. So there's all sorts of names for us. What is my favourite instrument in my collection? That's a really hard one because I have a wide number of instruments in my collection. Some of the things that I'm enjoying playing at the moment are my Jean Paul Flugel. In fact, the earlier live stream... Hold on, I'm about to sneeze. Oh, excuse me, I do apologise. Right, the earlier live stream where I chose the winner for the Trumpet giveaway was delayed slightly because I got a little bit distracted by this. I enjoy playing this instrument very, very much. But I also enjoy playing my 1970s round stamp UFO. And I've got a number of instruments in my collection that are family heirlooms, so I enjoy having them, although I don't play them particularly often. I don't really have a single instrument. That is my favourite. I'm just muting myself for a second while I sniff raucously. I've got a few instruments here that I haven't actually done videos about yet. There's a brand that sent me 5 instruments about a week or so ago, and they're waiting for me to, I'm waiting for them to get more of them in stock before I do a video on them. Potentially the people that didn't win the main prize in the giveaway may get some of them because they're not too bad. But I've also got a very unusual cornet that I haven't done a demonstration of yet, and I'm going to be doing that one before Christmas, hopefully. And it's a very odd cornet. The 3 valves are different lengths, and that's going to be an exciting one. I'm looking forward to doing that. Tony Hinshaw says, how many brass instruments do I own? I own many, is the short answer to that. I've got over 100 in various states. Not all of them are actually operational. A lot of them are in a poor state of disrepair, but I've got a decent number of instruments. The most expensive instrument in my collection is probably my pipe organ. I paid $500 for the rights to remove it and ownership of it, but I've spent about $3,000 in actually doing the removal. So that one's one of my more expensive instruments. My Boozy and Hawkes Sovereign, my round stamp UFO, that one was $3,000 as well. Most of my instruments are a lot less than that. I tend to scour eBay from time to time and get some instruments from there. So that's probably the most expensive ones. Pit Groove, are you planning on purchasing and reviewing more instruments from Schiller? No, I'm not. The one instrument, I've done 2 instruments from Schiller, I believe. One of them that I own was that mini tuba. And I need to fix that because one of the valve linkages is broken. No, that is the only one I've done from Schiller. So yeah, I haven't got any plans to buy more instruments. Buying new instruments to review them is a bit of a false economy because you may spend hundreds or thousands of dollars on an instrument. I'll make a video, it'll earn me $10 in revenue, and then I've got an instrument that I'm not going to use for regularly. So I tend to only review things that I've bought because I want to buy them or that people have sent to me. So it's just the way that things really work. Do I still have the world's cheapest trumpet? Indeed I do. I actually bought 2 of them, and you won't be able to see them because it's up higher on the wall of many things behind me, but I actually took 2 of them, chopped them in bits and made a 6-valve trumpet out of them. So if you search my channel for 6-valve trumpets, you'll see that. Do you pour milk or cereal first? Ooh, do I pour milk or cereal first? Cereal, because I'm not a sort of psychopath, really. How much would all of my instruments be worth together? That's also a really hard question to answer because some of them have an unknown value because they're unusual and they're sort of only the market would decide what they're worth. Some of them have a lot of sentimental value but perhaps not a lot of physical value. And things like a pipe organ is a completely subjective value because the component bits are who knows what they're worth. So I have no idea what my entire collection would know what it is. I see Marching Food Truck is here. So, and I also know that he sent me an email because I got an email notification on my watch. So congratulations, Marching Food Truck, for not winning the main prize. But we'll talk about that privately, I suspect. Isaac Shaw, could you give me your thoughts on an Imperial UFO because I own one and am currently playing it? I also own an Imperial UFO. It's not in great condition if I'm honest, so it actually sits up in the loft in my garage where I put instruments that are not really going to be used that often. I might actually get rid of it one day. It's in a very poor state, but I think I've done a video on it in the past. If I could play one instrument for the rest of my life, what would I choose? I don't know. Mason asks, have I ever thought of reviewing a wedge mouthpiece? I have a couple of asymmetric mouthpieces. Let me just quickly Google which one the wedge is because I get confused. Wedge mouthpiece. I'm not sure if this is the one that's got the sort of rounded thing. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, so this is the one that's got the rounded rim on it, as in not round as in round, but round as in going up like that. And I don't have one of them. They're also quite expensive, so unless somebody sent me one, I wouldn't go out and buy one. I know that they've been doing a lot of social media stuff recently. So I've seen them. I've also been thinking, could I justify it? But realistically, they're very expensive. And if I was to do a video on them, I'd make, as I said, about $10 revenue. So it's really not worth it. Nick, hey Nick, Nick's a guy that I know in real life. Not that I like interacting with people in real life. Real life and the outdoors are things that I don't quite know what to do with. Am I coming down to Christchurch anytime soon? No. No, I'm not. I have no plans to travel anywhere in the near future. Just being honest. What's my typing speed? About 100 words a minute if I get going. Diego, do I prefer to call the soprano trombone or a slide trumpet? It is a soprano trombone. A slide trumpet is a Baroque instrument that is very different. George Luft asks, do you have any tubas euphonium I'd be willing to sell? He's a 16-year-old looking for a decent euphonium, baritone or E-flat bass. Well, yes, I have some tubas and euphoniums that I might be prepared to sell, but you've used the word decent there, which precludes most of my instrument collection from being appropriate for you. So, and I suspect strongly you're probably not in New Zealand, which would make shipping really prohibitive. Ruben, will I ever get a Superbone? Again, the same answer applies there. I would get a Superbone if I had the opportunity to get one free or very cheaply. Am I going to spend my own money on a Superbone? No. No, I'm not. D-Man, did I get the snacks? Yes, I did. I'm presuming D-Man is the man who sent me a 3D printed trumpet, which I need to find some time and do some work on to get the valves fitting and things like that. It's actually still wrapped in bubble wrap on my storage shelves behind my streaming PC here. So I haven't done anything with that. And the snacks I actually gave to my colleagues because I don't have a sweet tooth. So I don't eat lollies and things, but I very much appreciate your choice in packaging materials. There's been a couple of questions about the winner of the TR430. That's on a previous live stream that I did to this one. So if you're looking to find out the winner was Carol, a person named Carol, or the username was Carol. So that's on a separate video. This one's just a generic live stream for me to spend time with you guys, because I haven't done that recently. Right, Noel wants me to play a song. So I'll get my flugel here, I'll change my microphone, and I'll play something. I do apologise if the sound volume levels need adjusting, because I'm just using a mixing desk here and I have no idea how loud I'm being. Yeah, something. Oh, that's too loud. Yeah, something like that. So this is the Jean Paul flugelhorn. I absolutely love it. I can just sit here noodling away on this for ages and ages. One thing I never mentioned on my video is that the water keys on this are on opposite sides to each other, and the actual location for the water to come out of is right in the middle. So you can do the mythical double dump. Wow. By holding both at the same time and push it down. The double dump is the most exciting thing, the most exciting way to get rid of condensation and other materials from the inside of your instrument. So I absolutely love doing that. The double dump, it's just absolutely glorious. So if anyone wants to email me some sheet music, I know in the past people have enjoyed me doing doing sight reading things. So if anyone wants to send me some sheet music, I can do some sight reading. So my email address is trenthamiltonnz, all one word, @gmail.com. So if anyone wants to send me something, I can do some sight reading. That will be entertaining for no one. What else can I show you? Oh, I have a trumpet that I don't think have I done a video on this yet? I don't think I have. Let me go get it. I'll show you something interesting. Right, where's the right volume for this? There we go. Yeah, leg reveal. This here is a Yamaha trumpet case, but it doesn't have a Yamaha trumpet in it, although it is a fairly nice case. This here is this is actually kind of be quite embarrassing if I have done a video on it and I've completely forgotten about it. But this is an instrument that I've known about for quite a while that I haven't had the opportunity of buying, and then I managed to, I have searches on eBay, and there was one of these that just happened to be fairly cheap, so I got one. This is a Selma Radial trumpet. Now what makes this trumpet unusual is the fact that the three valves are not parallel. If you look quite closely, the first and third valve are slanted on an angle. So the first valve leans that way by about 3 degrees, and the third valve leans that way by about 3 degrees. So the distance between the valves at the bottom is further apart here. And the idea with this arrangement is that it is supposedly more ergonomic, more comfortable. Let me change the side the live chat's on, because that's a bit... Right, there we go. I can. So it's actually very comfortable. It's actually very comfortable to hold. I like this. This is kind of cool. It is a Selma trumpet. I don't actually know how old it is. It's probably 50-something years old. It's the model 66. Now these things came in. Oh, is the audio a little bit funny? Let me turn it down. I think I've got the gain up slightly. All right, maybe that's better. People will let me know. So there are three models of these. There was a small bore, a medium bore, and a large bore, relatively speaking. This is the medium bore. It's got a 66 on the mouthpiece receiver here. And unfortunately, the mouthpiece receiver appears to have been stretched. So when you get a trumpet mouthpiece and put the trumpet mouthpiece in here, it wobbles around a little bit, and it seats directly on the start of the lead pipe here. So there's a little step where the lead pipe is, and the gap between the end of the lead pipe and the end of the mouthpiece denotes a number of playing characteristics of the instrument. And because this mouthpiece should sit about here, but instead sits right on that lead pipe, it's actually quite weird to play. And I think it's because this mouthpiece receiver has been stretched at some point. It certainly looks like it's had a bit of a rough life. Some interesting things about this instrument is that I don't think the valve caps are actually original. The valve caps are, they look fairly new. They look in fairly yeah, they look fairly new. They don't look in the same style as the rest of the instrument, and they appear like they're either silver plated or possibly nickel plated. No, I don't know what that's made out of, but they don't look original. But the valve caps, so that was the finger buttons I should have said. The valve caps at the top have got the sort of flange around the outside where you can grip onto them. The valve caps at the bottom, however, because of the way that the valves come together, they have to be a different design, because you don't have as much room between the valves. So the bottom valve caps are a completely unusual design as far as valve caps are concerned. But this would have been a lovely instrument, and it would have been better if the mouthpiece receiver wasn't poked. But I may actually make a new one, because I have some rudimentary metalworking skills, and I have a lathe in the garage. So yeah, it's the tuning slides work well. It's got I don't think the thumb saddle for the first valve is certainly not original, because you can tell, because it's copper for one thing, and you can see where it's been soldered on. So it's fairly poor. So it's not an instrument that I've played. I've had a couple of pros give it a go, and they both said that it felt very, very weird, and that will just simply be because of the mouthpiece receiver. So if I can fix that, then I've probably got an instrument that's going to be potentially usable. Smells a bit weird. It smells like it sat inside somebody's wardrobe with a load of stinky, unwashed socks for a while. So it sounds a little bit unusual. Right, I'm going to check if anyone's emailed me some music, because if they have, I might do some sight reading, and we'll see what I've been sent. No one has sent me any music to try. That's a shame, but it's not particularly surprising. So if you want to email me, my email address is trenthamiltonnz@gmail.com. So if you want to send me something to sight read, then I'll be more than happy to sight read it. Let's see if I've got any other instrument, any other music. Actually, what can I show you that you haven't seen before? I've got my Con Perfected Wonder, I've got my Concura, I've got my Couturier conical bore trumpet up there, which you guys have seen. I've actually got a Couturier conical bore cornet and a Couturier conical bore trumpet. The conical bore trumpet is up there, which I don't actually know if you can see that. No, you can't. And it's a bit of an interesting instrument. That one's just a wall hanger though. My Meredith is up there. My great granddad's cornet's there. And then there's a selection of 5 instruments that I'm not going to show you because they are brand new to the market. They're Chinese instruments. They're a little bit generic, but I'm not going to show you them until they've actually got some stock, just in case anyone wants them. I could get my UFO out, really. I've got my Eltonium over there. Yeah, if somebody sends me some sheet music, I'll do some sight reading. Oh, Benetton saxophones. Yeah, I can play this one. And that's about it. So yeah. Thanks for sending me that. Right, delete. We've got some other ones here. Somebody sent me Alexander Godic's Concert Etude, which I have learnt a little bit. I never learnt it fully, but I can play a little bit of it. Let me see if I can get add source. Let's change to this scene over here, and I haven't paid for a license because you have to buy like 3 months minimum. So let's add this. There we go. And so this is what I can see as far as the sheet music is concerned. Yeah, and then it just goes on. It just goes on and on and on. I need to remember to change my microphone back. Yeah, so I've actually tried using Godic's concert etude in a video before, and I got demonetized because, well, not demonetized, I got not copyright struck either. I got one of the copyright things where they let you use the video, but they let you use the audio, but they've detected you're playing somebody else's copyrighted work, and so they give them all the money that you earn. So yeah, Content ID, that's the one. Airsoft, can we have a Zoom because I want to practice Carnival of Venice? Also, any good recommendations for F attachments or bass trombones under 2000? Yeah, I don't know. Frosty the Snowman. Somebody sent me the trombone part to Frosty the Snowman, which appears to just be chugs. Oh, there's the melody at bar 45. Na 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 na. All right, I won't play that one because that's. Oh gosh, somebody sent me the mellophone trumpet lick for Bluecoats 2019. So let's open this one, and I'll show you what this looks like. 160, 5/4. This is going to be an absolute disaster. I'm not very good at counting ledger lines in bass clef. No, I'm not even gonna. That's gonna be just a complete disaster. So that was a waste of time. Right. What else have I been sent? Zelda Wind Waker theme. Oh, it's in 5 flat. So Zelda, I don't know anything about. I think that's a game of some description. Let's have a look. Let's make the screen a bit bigger. Oh no, can I make that? This is where preparation and planning would have been a good idea. Wind Waker. Wind Waker? don't even know if that's anywhere close to what that's supposed to sound like, but yeah, that's what I have been sent. Oh, somebody has sent me some Bach. Tempo de gig. I don't know how fast that's supposed to be. Variation 7 on something or other. It's one of the pieces, because it's got demi-semiquavers and ornaments and things in it, that I want to actually listen to before I try playing it. Yeah, so I might not try that one, sorry. What else have I been sent? Somebody has tried sending me the entire Arbens book, a PDF of the Arbens book. So I'm not too sure how well that's going to go down, unless you want me to play the entire Arbens book from start to back, which would be it'll take me a while, really. My watch is telling me I've got a few extra emails. Right, Marching Food Truck has sent me a thing called Take 5. So let's open this. Right, this is also probably going to be a disaster. So I'm much more adept at classical sort of style music than I am at jazz or anything that's swung, but I don't know if the triplets there are implied. What time signature are in? 5/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, they're not implied. Okay. The beaming of the notes is a bit weird. I've never heard that one before, so I hope that's sort of vaguely what it's supposed to be. It's reasonably catchy though. Actually, that part seems a little bit familiar. Right, Waltz for Mippy 3 by Bernstein. I love that. Let's open this one up. Every now and again you get a piece of music where the performance directions are quite funny. As gracefully as possible under the circumstances. Is there the tuba part by itself at the back, or is it just the piano? No, it's just the piano. Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, dum, dum, dum. I don't have an instrument that's got notes low enough immediately accessible to me. I could get my UFO out, couldn't I? Ba-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. I'm not. Frankly, I'm not going to try this because there are too many sharps, and I'm far too old to worry about sharps in my stage of life. Okay, somebody sent me the Hummel Trumpet Concerto. Where's the part that everyone knows? It'll be the third movement, won't it? Oh, that looks fun. Well, the sort of thing I wouldn't play publicly unless I knew how I was doing it. 5 flats. How can anyone afford 5 flats in this economy? No, 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 no. Yeah, that one's fairly straightforward. On my email address, trenthamiltonnz@gmail.com. Right. Ryan Wilk asks a interesting question. Let's change my microphone so you can probably hear me better. Ryan Wilk asks an interesting question about what my primary cornet is now. I've actually, because I moved house earlier this year, I've left the band that I was conducting, which was quite a wee way away, and so I no longer have the cornet that they provided me with. So I'm using an old Boozy and Hawk's Sovereign round stamp cornet, which I've done a review on. It's one of the original ones. It's not accessible because I think it's still in the back of my car actually. Oh, am I overwhelmingly loud? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my life. But yeah, so for anyone that wants to send me something, my email is trenthamiltonnz@gmail.com. I should actually, let's see if I can add some text to this. Right, trenthamiltonnz@gmail.com, and then we are obviously going to have to resize that and bring that in. And actually, let's move this down here. I'm doing this all on the fly because this is a professional sort of a outfit. And in fact, let's capitalize my own name correctly. Send me music. There we go. Right, I've had another email come through. Somebody sent me a PNG file as opposed to a PDF. If you're going to send me something, please send it in PDF. Although I can. I don't know this one. Sonata from Die Bankels Angerlieder, which is German. So let's add source, screen capture, window capture, this. Alright, so this is the one that I've just been sent. Alright, so that's pretty straightforward. Oh, here's a few. I made this arrangement for... Oh, somebody sent me a PDF of Oh Holy Night. I am Sivo and I have the Trumpet Records channel on YouTube. I made this arrangement for trumpet, but for flugel would be even better. So let's open this one. Oh, now I need to change this. Remove. Oh, crumbs! I removed the wrong thing. Right. Again, this is a smooth performance, and really a credit to people like me who supposedly work in technology. And now I need to change the order there. All right. Oh, Holy Night. I love this. I love this carol, and you are about to hear it played poorly. That's nice. That would be good as a sort of a multi-track thing. Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. I like that. I like that a lot. All right. Oh, I've been sent a heap of stuff. Somebody sent me the first page of the Williams Trumpet Concerto, and I've sent it as an image, and given what I can see on it, it's also a piece where I'd need to hear it before I played it, because that looks diabolical. And you've again sent it to me as an image format. PDFs are so much easier for me to manage because I don't have to then go and change how this thing is presented. I have to add source, screen capture, window capture. Which one is it? Is it this? No, that's the wrong one. Alright. So remove that. Add source, screen capture, window capture. Is it this one? Yeah, here we go. So this is the first page of the John Williams Trumpet Concerto. Let's just embiggen. Oh, crumbs. It's gone and broken. All right. All right. Can we see this again? Yes, we can. Let's embiggen that so I can see it a little bit better. This is going to be an absolute disaster. That's far too complicated for me to read or even really to understand. So let's pretend that didn't happen. I could probably play it if I knew what it sounded like beforehand. Because when you're sort of reading music like this, I prefer very much to hear other people's interpretations of it, so I can build upon that. An old home down on the farm. Who sent me this? Sam Lau. I saw you play this in an old video and I'd like to hear it again. Okay, well that means I probably know how this is going to sound then. So let's have a look at this. Right, I haven't played the rest of this that I can remember, but it looks straightforward. Actually, I do remember playing that one. It's been a long time though. Yeah, I sort of vaguely remember it. Bob of the Kerbals, Haydn Concerto in E flat, in the B flat part. Oh, this one. Na 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 na. All right, let's have a look at this one. Download. Open, change thing, resize. There's going to be a lot of classical people that have actually studied these pieces and play them well, who are probably going to be spinning in their seat and vomiting and defecating over their speakers. That's a poor mental image. Why did I say that? At my attempts of trying to play some of these. But I don't think I've seen a version of this that's got cadenzas in it, so this might be different to any of the old ones that I've seen. Alright, I've never played this these sections before, so this is entirely new for me. Cadenza, the least difficult, in style and easy for all players. More difficult, more brilliant. Oh, there's 3 cadenzas. These would probably be better if I played, an instrument like UFO that I play more often. That's enough of mangling that. I'm going to get all sorts of hate mail in the mail for trying to butcher that. Right. I might actually keep that version of that though, because I haven't played that. Before. Somebody sent me Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And that's pretty much all it is repeated. It's apparently, what do they say? I made this arrangement for a brass trio, but they've only sent me one part, so I won't be able to record a trio of that. Right. Oh, Rondino, Ryan Borthwick has sent me Rondino as two sort of image files. What do we got? Allegretto. Alright, let's see if I can bring this up on the screen. And indeed I can. Alright. is just repeated. That's a reasonably straightforward little one. Sort of old style music where they repeat everything 400 times. They think, oh yes, I can do that once. I can do that. Sounds nice. Let's do that 30 times in a row. And you've sent that to me twice. I just noticed. So, Adrian Ishmael, hi Trent, I love you. Have a good day. Well, thank you very much. I will just cautiously note that I am married, so if there's anything that you wanted me to do from that, with that piece of information, there's not really a lot there. Ryan has sent me another piece of music, Whirlwind by Peter Graham. Yeah, again, if you're going to send me images, I'd really rather you rather didn't. It looks pretty straightforward though. Let's download the 2 pages of this and see what I can do. Open. Thanks to me installing Windows updates on this PC, now Microsoft wants to open everything in a different viewer than what I'm normally using. Alright, let's go back to this page. Whirlwind. I mean, I apologise for the quality of this. This is just what's been sent to me. Yeah, you can see that I don't enjoy sharps very much, can't you? That was quite average. Alright, Ryan Borthwick sent in, that's all, I'm not going to play any more of that stuff. Somebody sent me Adobe Scan October 5th. What I might do is get my UFO out, because my trumpet, my flugel lips are starting to go due to a complete and utter lack of practice. But I'm going to have to rearrange some mics, so just bear with me for a moment. Right, I have returned with a UFO. I've also turned the air conditioning on in my little music room here because very, very warm. Right, I'm going to have to adjust that mic. Let's actually download. This piece is known as Adobe Scan October 5. Gaelic Suite. For B-flat trumpet and piano, played sitting down on a UFO. Oh, it's warm in here. If somebody sends me "See Amid the Winter Snow" or something like that, it would be quite humorous because it's nearly coming up to the middle of summer, getting quite warm. It's going to take a little while for my lip to actually start working properly. That's quite nice, Adobe Scan October 5. I might keep that one and play that in the future. Need to get my lips sorted out. I've now got over a page of things waiting. Alright, so I might... Fabian Gottardi, greetings from Italy. Hi Trent, why don't you give it a go? This one's going to be interesting. Alright, let's have a look what we've got. Pezzi's Tennerhorn 2.0 by Martin Scharnagel. Schnell! Circa 160. Alright, let's see how disastrous this will be. Oh, far. That's disastrous. That's awful. That goes screamingly high. That's actually not a bad little ditty. Could you send me the whole thing if Fabian Gottardi is still watching, and if I've not pronounced your name so bad that you don't know who I'm talking about? If you could send me the whole thing, that would be quite cool. Alright, Graham Dyer has sent me a thing called Aria. You know what, the reason why pianos have got that, grand pianos got that big bend in them is because opera singers keep leaning on them with their huge arias. That's a Victor Borger joke. Alright. Right, Aria. I might start from the pickup to B. Oh, With Sadness. Yeah, I can probably do With Sadness. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot, and played properly, that could actually be quite effective. So here's another one that I'm going to save, and I've gone and closed the window because I'm an idiot. So Graham Dyer, thank you for sending me that. That's really quite nice. This is a song by my van, so Monu Vot. I don't know how to pronounce those letters in that combination. I've played it on a trombone. By the way, why are there no pedal tones on the trumpet? There are. Let's diverge from some atrocious sight reading and do some theory. There are, in fact, pedal notes on a trumpet. It's just that they're not they don't start in tune. So getting a trumpet. Oh, my mic's up there now for the UFO. You'll probably use the. You may hear this. So there are the fundamentals in the harmonic series are all formulaic. They all follow a formula: octave, octave, fifth, octave, third, fifth, seventh, flat, octave, and that particular form throws all the way through. It just so happens that on a trumpet and on a cornet, your pedal C, the concert B flat, your pedal C is not in tune. It's sort of somewhere between a B natural and a B flat. So if that's your C, and I think it's just got something to do with the way that the trumpet is constructed, that those notes are not in tune. But if we grab a flugelhorn, your pedal notes are in tune. That, of course, is atrocious because I don't play pedal notes on those instruments very often, and as a result of that, I need to have my lips sort of into the right thing. So pedal tones do work on a flugel and bigger, but on smaller instruments, they're not in tune. Mind you, that Gene Paul has a stonkingly great flugel, got a great pedal thing on it. So somebody has Supersonic Ziguli 2102. This appears to be just a theme as opposed to a piece of music per se, but so that's pretty straightforward, and I just realised halfway through it that I didn't swing anything, so I've gone and shut it again. Oh, I'm not known for my intelligence. Alright, Devon Dye, play this please. Play from the beginning of the second page to the bar line please. It's 144 pages long. Oh, this is an orchestral score. How am I going to play an orchestral score? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Devon, if you've got a part that you want me to play... Oh, selections from Avatar, The Last Airbender. I don't know what you want me to play because it's written for an orchestra. We've got piccolo, flute, oboe, bassoon, clarinet, bass clarinet, soprano sax, alto, tenor, baritone saxes, 3 trumpets, 2 horns, 3 trombones, bass trombone, euphonium, tuba. So yeah, I'm not gonna try that. But if you want to send me a little part, then that's fine. Ryan Williamson, Suite for Tuba, Roger Vaughan. I'm not familiar with this. Oh, the second movement's in 7/8. Why would you do that with your life? And it's got sharps. Oh gosh, I hate music that's got its own hashtags. All right, let's have a look at this. Right. My low chops are probably not back, but let's see. Yeah, rubbish. My playing, that is. I don't know that one at all. This is another beautiful transcription for trumpet and flugel. Oh mio babino caro. You've sent me the piano part. Is this one of your own, Puccini? I'm going to save that one and play that later on flugel. Fugue in G minor. Oh, Bach. Where's alright, so this is a fugue, a fugui, and it needs all the other parts. But let's download the first trumpet part and play that appropriately on a UFO. Let me know when you're getting bored of this and I can stop. And I suspect we've got the other fugui parts coming in there, so that one. Let me know if you want me to do a multi-track of that one, because that might work as a multi-track. Oh, and Davin Dye sent me the entire score. Oh, it's half an hour ago. Okay, so we're. Dean, we like Dean, has sent me Concert Etude again, which I played earlier, but I'll just play the melody of that. Go Deca Concert Etude. and so forth. Right, what else have I been sent? There's a there's 39 unread 39 unread emails, including somebody who sent me the Blue Devils 2017 ballad 3 times. La 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 la. Yeah, that's another one that I'm going to want to listen to before I play it. Yeah, sorry, A.E. Dokken, I won't be playing that one. Trent, can you play both of these things? Somebody sent me Slavish Fantasy, which I actually know very well. So that one, and you've sent it to me twice. 48 minutes ago he sent that, and then 29 minutes ago, obviously giving up with me not playing it. Andante and Allegro is the other one he sent, but that is incredibly washed out. I can't really read that one. So if you want... Oh, the Slavish Fantasy is a Simon Kerwin arrangement. I haven't played that particular one. I wonder how it differs. So this is the Andante and Allegro that I've been sent. That is pretty much unreadable. Oh, I can't read the speed. I presume that says Andante Moderato, but I don't know. Yeah, I can barely read that. So if you've got a better version of that, you can send that to me. Alright, and the other one was Slavish Fantasy, the Simon Kerwin arrangement. Let's see if this is any different to the Slavish Fantasy that I know. It looks pretty similar. Alright, I'll play this because I know it, and that's going to be cheating. Actually, let me just see if anyone's been sending me things, notifications other than emails that I should respond to. 43 emails. Oh, my wife sent me a text. I should probably answer that. There we go. Alright, Slavish Fantasy. Ah, that's different. Yeah, that one is a bit different. Yeah, that one is a little bit different. And interestingly, Simon Kerwin, I've actually played in the New Zealand National Secondary Schools Brass Band back when I was at secondary school, which is sort of from the age of, I think I went for 2 years, when I was 14 and 15. Played bass trombone 1 year and UFO the other year. And Simon's wife, Alexandra Kerwin, played what must be this arrangement of it. Yeah, so that's slightly different. I don't know if it's just subtle things like the slurs are different. Tuba Rhapsody by Claire Grundman. That's very low. I might save that one and oh gosh, how many ledger lines is that? I might save that one and play that. And play that when I can actually do some practicing. Actually, it's Mason. Mason's a special supporter of the channel, so I will actually do that now. If he's still watching. Oh, what have I've lost the live chat thing. Has the stream ended? That would be embarrassing if I'm still unaware that the stream's ended. What's going on here? Oh no, it's still there. Okay. Why have I lost my live chat viewer? Oh no, there it is. Okay. Odd. Alright. Anyway, where's that gone? Tuba Rhapsody by Claire Grundman. Oh dear. Mason, that's super cool that you're interested in playing it. There's very few good recordings of it. I'm not going to be adding to the store of good recordings by my sight reading. Actually, this might be fun to play on bass trombone. I might get that out later and have a toot. That's kind of cool. I like that, and I think that would be quite effective on bass trombone actually, because there's not too many difficult bits, and my bass clef reading is far better on bass trombone than what it is on UFO. So let's save that because that's quite cool. I like that. Oh gosh, there's so many pieces here. Metamorph Ballad Flugelhorn. Oh yeah, that was one of the ones that I wasn't going to do. American Patrol. Na 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 na. That's been sent as an image, so I'm just going to skip over that one. Frankly, I'm going to look through all of the unread emails, and I'm probably just going to skip over anything that doesn't look particularly interesting. Somebody sent me The Voice of the Guns as a march, so it's a band arrangement. So Jacob, sorry, I'm not going to play that. And you've sent me another one. What's that? Cavalry of the Clouds. Yeah, it's just a march, and it's just one part to a march, so that's not going to be particularly effective. Can you play any movement from this piece? Cello suite. Oh, we're going to tenor clef. That's nice. Oh golly! All right, that's with the. Let's download this so you can see what I'm seeing. See what I'm talking about. It is the Frank Violin Sonata cello version. So we start off, and this is going to be in orchestral. So the treble clef stuff is just the introduction. Allegretto ben moderato. I don't actually know what that means very well. What do you do? Treble clef, add 2 sharps. So that's going to be too difficult for me to even think about. And then we keep going, and then it starts getting faster and faster. And with Fire, Dolcissimo Express, I don't even play that as even on bass clef. Oh, and then we've got some bass clef stuff. Yeah, so thank you. Oh, what on earth is that? Multi Dolce e Tranquillo. That's not going to happen if I tried to play that. If there was anything that was like play in the style of a 3-legged horse pulling a cart, then I could probably achieve that. But sorry, Rana Bergamotte, I'm not going to be playing that. Davin Dye has seen me the second score. Please play from the beginning of the second page to the double bar line. Oh, it's in 5 sharps. Why would you do that to another human? So I don't know the I don't know the Airbenders thing, but oh, he sent it again with the word please. All right, so let's have a look at this. I wasn't going to, but I will. Avatar: The Last Airbender, page 2. When you're writing music, the full bar rest, when you got the rest dangling from the bar, is what you have, in the 5/4 sections here. That means a whole bar's rest, regardless of whether it's numerically 4 or whatever. That just means a whole bar's rest. So when you've got 3/4 here, there's no need to write a minim rest and a crotch, or sorry, what do you guys Americans call it? A half note rest and a quarter note rest. Just write a normal 1 bar rest. It means 1 bar regardless of how many beats there are in the bar. All right. That's just going to go on forever at 60 beats a minute. So sorry, I know you said please and sent it to me a total of 4 times, but I won't be doing that. Somebody has sent me a thing called Sound Euphonium. That doesn't look particularly interesting, so I won't do that. Christmas Psalm from Norway. Oh gosh, that looks like it's been... I mean, the title for anything in Norwegian looks like a person who's losing at Scrabble and has decided to invent some words. Frokkel Frelsa Til Oss Kom. And it's just the same thing in 3 different versions. That's sent to me as a duet, so I might play that just myself at some point and see... And just see. Rani Bergamotte has sent me the Frank Sinatra again, so refer to my previous thing. Somebody sent me a screenshot of some unknown music. High Bike Euphonium, don't know what on earth that is, doesn't look very interesting. Jazz Crimes, what on earth is Jazz Crimes? And he sent it as a link to a PDF, so I'm just not going to, I'm going to ignore that for time. Short solo piece for live stream. Cruel Angel's Thesis, Neon Genesis Evangelion. I have no idea what this is. It doesn't have a tempo marking either, so I don't know what speed you want me to play it. So let's move on. Somebody sent me the Sound Euphonium High Bike thing. CSX Railfan. Stop sending me that. You've sent it to me about 4 times. And the Frank Violin Sonata has been sent yet again. That's about the 7th or 8th time that's been sent to me by the same person. And Dante and Allegro, this appears to be a better view of that. Is there anything... Alright, so let's have a look at this. Right. I don't actually know how many people are still watching this. This could be absolutely boring for most of you, particularly the three people that are still tuned in. Andante et Allegro for cornet in B flat or saxhorn in B flat or trumpet. I don't know what oot means. A or B flat? I'm not sure. No. And Dante, so slow, moderately, don't know what beat that's supposed to be in. Is there a faster section that I can... Oh, there's a retard there. Allegro, this might be interesting. Alright, so we'll go from the Allegro. It's kind of cool. That's probably far faster than it needs to go. I don't actually know. I don't know this piece. This is, after all, sight reading. But that's kind of cool. I might save that one and have a go. Nestor Pelay, currently playing a brand new solo for euphonium. This is a small sample of the musical thoughts that I have for it. What do I think? This one is quite short, so I will just play it. We're coming up to nearly 2 hours. No, we're not. Oh, I don't know how long I've been going. Right. Oh, bass clef. I was about to play this in treble clef. Huh. Let's start a metronome too. Far out. I was using the wrong mic. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I don't know dear old Nebraska U, so I don't know what this is supposed to be a variation on. Yeah, okay. Jesus with the email address Jesus and a number after it has sent me a piece that appears to be about 12 bars of something. I don't know what that is, so let's ignore that. Could you please play movement 5? Just pretend it's in bass clef. What is Gavotta? So this is a duet sent to me by Seth Darling. Duo Sonata Arcangelo Corelli. Arranged for alto and bass recorders. Oh, I've actually got a bass recorder here. Right, we'll movement 5. Element, Saraband, Gavotte, Gig. So the gig you want. Sorry, that's demonstrating my mediocrity in a quite obvious and quite catastrophic way. Boy, that's high. I see why you sent the email saying pretend it's in bass clef, but if I pretend it's in bass clef, all the notes will change and the key signature will change. What if I did that? Pretend it's in one flat in bass clef. No. Let's try that actually. Pretending, let's make pretend that it's written in bass clef in a different key signature. How many flats do I need to add? Is everything all right? Yeah. Do you want to come and say hello, Madison? This is a potential interruption. Come here, Madison.
I got this.
Do you want to say hello?
Daddy, look.
Yeah, what have you got?
Dinosaur in the egg.
You got an egg with a dinosaur in it.
Yeah.
Can you show me the dinosaur? What sort of dinosaur is it?
Tyrannosaurus.
What is that?
Dinosaurus.
It's a dinosaursaurus.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is. Is this a triceratops?
Yeah.
Or what does it do? It wiggles its head. Oh, no, it wiggles its tail whilst having its head wiggled. That's cool. And did it come in that egg? Do you want me to put it back together for you?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
I second for my egg.
Now you told me this morning that you had a baby in your tummy. That's not true, is it?
No.
Was that just pretend?
Yeah.
Yeah. How old are you?
3.
Yeah. How old's Daddy?
31.
Yeah. What's my name?
Picture bear.
Pookie Bear. All right. Do you want to go back to Mummy?
No.
Oh, okay. Is it time for us? Is it time for us to play together? Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll be there in a minute. Right. So that's an abrupt end to this afternoon. Pookie Bear, not Cookie Bear. Pookie Bear. There, to the 10 or 12 or so people that have sent me music that I haven't got to, I'm sorry. I have been summoned, and we're probably going to go to the park. So, yeah, that's the end of this. Thank you very much for watching.